There we go. Okay. We should be live. Can anybody hear me now? Boy, that was a little strange. I don't know why it didn't come on at first. Alright. We are live. Welcome, everybody. I am the Active Trader. And, Rambo, this is my world. His world, too. And you should be able to see the charts loud and clear. I just need to finish up a few of them right here. And somebody asked me about TOS. And he wants the setups for that. Will give that to you, but you will have to wait a couple of minutes. I gotta do a few things first. That is one of the things that I do here is help people with their TOS setups. And if you need more help than I can give you here, then I do one-on-one for $50 an hour, which is more than well worth it if you want to learn how to trade. I've helped hundreds of traders here in the last 5 years as a moderator, and I've been here almost 6 years, but as a moderator and a one-on-one trainer, I'm one of the first people to ever call another trader in these rooms in all of Tradecaster. And then it caught on, and a lot of people like AK started doing it. It was a great idea, and it took off. I should have patented it. Just kidding. Okay. All right, there's the charts for the SPY, Meta, and Tesla. I'm also watching, let me get this, I'm watching AMD. I'm just going to fix mine on top so I don't have to do it in front of you. Let's see, 109.15, 109, let's say about 109.15 right now on AMD as resistance. Wrong mouse. And let's see, I'm still waiting for that part, but I'm able to do what I got to do. I was even able to send a package out for eBay today and print it up. So I'm making it work before I get that part. Okay. I got screwed. I paid extra $12 for shipping. Figured I'd get it in 3 days. 8 days. UPS. Last time I trust them. And post office, missing a package. I put in a claim 2 days ago. Now it's in Pompano and they're making me wait an extra day. These people are just something else. Okay, what do we got? Look at Meta. Boy, Deck took a nice beating this morning on Meta, going down. He did a put when he should have done a call, and if he did, he would have been in big money and he would have been the hero today. But he's not having a great day, I'm sorry to say. I like to see when he wins because it gives hope to other people around us. I wish sometimes when he did lose, he would actually have more of a stop loss, but he got slammed off the start, so I don't know if there was much he could do about it. I don't know if it really happened in pre-market, and that's the scary part, and why I say you shouldn't really be trading swing trades with options, because you can lose quite a bit of money. I posted it in Deck's room today. I'm also going to just do the contracts real quick, and then I'll go over a few other things. So just give me 1 second. I got to take care of something else. I was going to wait till Deck was done, but I guess, I just traded something or other. I just lost him. At TRAD. Who was that? Trader. Who's the one who contacted me? Trader something. Trader asked me about Thinkorswim. I'm hoping that he's here right now. Okay, Active Trader is live now. I always like to let some of the people in Deck's room who wait for me to know that I am live. So I always do this first. Let's see. Okay, and let them know it's options trading. Wish somebody would draw me something else as options and day trading. Okay, let's copy that. Boom, boom. Okay. And let's see, let's put me in front of Deck, and let's take one more quick look. Who's in Cush's room? When he gets off, that's usually when I like to come on, but he's gone already. So I'll let the people who are still hanging out in his room know I'm here. We'll pick up a few of those, and let's see, now we'll get started. Okay, and I'll do the options. It's sitting there waiting for me. Yay, buddy. I'll leave him alone. Okay, come on. Alright, we're set. The only other thing I need to do real quick is I need to set up the YouTube. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, so we got the new YouTube in here. I need to sign in case somebody goes nuts and starts telling me they love me and start saying things that. No, I'm kidding with you. It's just that you just have to be there in case you got to answer a question. All right, that takes care of that. I'm in there. Boom. All right, and you're on high def. And let's see what I got here. Let's go backwards from Meta. Oh, this one. Meta. All right, 295. I got 295. It would be 297.50 for right now. Let's see. 50. And that would make this one 295. Okay, shit. 295. Okay, and the next one would be Tesla. Tesla is at 235. 235 for this one. That's for the call. 0.0. And then the other one would be 232.50. That's Friday's contracts. And then I got AMD. AMD is 109, so it would be, wow, that went up $2. 110 since this morning. 110. 10 point, and that would be 109. That one. Where'd it go? Which one did I just say? AMD. Yeah, 109, which would be at the money on the put, right at the money. NVIDIA is at 465, so that would be 465 would be, wow, went up a lot higher. 467.50. Okay, and that would also, it's on the call, and then it would be 465.00 on the put. Okay, again, Friday's contracts, and then today's contracts. We've got SPX, and SPX will be, and that'll be the last one. I got the other one. Trade SPX, switch that out, put that in there. I'm not doing it on the board because I'm trying to leave the board open. It's 44.25. Let's see what I got. 44. So that's 44.30 on the call, and then you got 44.25. What am I missing here? 25. What did I say? 30. 30. 441 would be 440. Oh, I missed one. SPY would be 442. Put you close to the money, and then the next one would be 441. 441. And that is that, and there it is. Okay, there's all your contracts. All right. Anybody have any questions right now? And let me see if that guy's in here. I erased him. Yeah, Trader Dad. Is that the one? Let me see. Trader Dad. Trader Dad. Did you put anything on the board so I can... Trader Dad, just say hello if you can hear me so I can just check something. Trader... He doesn't come up. Nope, you don't come up. Let's try another way. Users. Trader Dad. Did he answer me? No. Let's go back to the other one. Oh, you did. Okay, good. You do hear me. All right. I just want to be able to open up a folder on the side because you are the one that wrote me, correct? Yeah. Okay, it was you. Thank you. All right. I will get with you on that TOS stuff and anybody else who's interested in TOS. So, here's the deal. On the Thinkorswim, and I don't know if I updated these yet. Let me just see my backups here real carefully. TOS help in TradeCaster. I'm looking for a backup file. Active Trader backups. Let's see if it's in here. Okay, it is. Good. Come on, open up. I got the 6-in-1, one big one. I got them all. All right, great. So what I'm going to do for you real quick is I'm going to put in on the top in alerts. All right, for right now. I'm going to add this up there, and I'm going to add the 6 setups for Thinkorswim that I give out. 6-in-1, and then there's the HTTPS. All the ones that are outlined, you want to take that section, and what you're going to do is you're going to copy each one and then you're going to go into a section. Let me show you what it looks like, because I can't open it anywhere else. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can. Let me just see real quick. Hold on. Let me think about this. Yeah, setup. You go into setup, and then you go down into open shared item, and then you're going to open up a box that looks like this. And in here, you copy one of those lines, you put it in here, you hit preview, and then you hit import, and then you go and do the same thing again for all 6 of them. And then later, once you got that in, I'll show you how to upload them, okay? But meanwhile, you got to go get those six charts that I gave you into your settings. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to destroy what you already have. But what it will do is it'll make you ready to open it up to the one that you want, all right? And I will show you when I get a chance. Right now, I just want to stay with the stocks, but you will have the setups, all right? And that's free. From the Active Trader, my setups, the way I do things, and why. Why? Because I have found that it works. Works for me. And some of you might ask, why am I not live trading right now? I have moved some of my monies out right now and have them on hold. I've done enough trading to still tell you and explain to you without doing a live trade. I told Deck that I was holding off on live trades because there's such a delay. Like, to give you an example, and I'll explain why, and I think it would be irresponsible. Too many times you go into Deck's room, and if you didn't put Webinito on, all right, you got an 8 to 10 second delay. So you follow Deck, you buy into a stock, and then he gets out and wins, and you get out and lose. And you go, I don't understand. I did everything he told me to do. You got in and did everything he told you to do 10 seconds ago. All right. So like right now, if I'm to come in here into this room, and I'm going to pull up my clock on my right, bottom right, 47, 48, 49, 50. I just put my finger up at 11:20:50. Wait until you see in the camera when it comes up. We're at 57, 8, 9. There we go. Good today. We're good today. That's 9 seconds. That's as best as I can ever get with YouTube. That is the best. 8 or 9 seconds. So we're great today. So whenever I say, it's your fault, you don't hear it's your fault for 8 to 9 seconds. All right? And sometimes we got days 13, 14, 15, and that's why I have to reboot up. All right? So until Deck gives me the new software, because I'm not paying for Webinito, I don't get paid enough to do this to pay for Webinito. Webinito is very expensive, all right, and you guys don't pay for me, and he doesn't pay me to do enough to do this. He pays me as a moderator, but it's not enough to even pay for the Webinito. So he told me when he got his new software, which was supposed to be the end of May, beginning of June. Here we are in August, and now he's starting to show he's got the new scanner coming out. Maybe he'll come up with it, but if he doesn't, then for me to do a live trade for you, I can give you alerts and tell you what's going to come. And a lot of you know who have followed me that my alerts are straight on. Okay, that 99% of the time when I give you an alert and I write it out for you and I tell you that you have time enough to go in and do what you got to do. And just realize that if you're not in a trade, every 10 minutes you need to check the contracts. What do I mean? I mean you need to go into products like here. And you say, I want to look at SPX, or I want to look at the SPY, okay? So if I go in here, I know that if the SPY moves every 10 minutes, this is going to move. And you see this, 442? That's the put. I want to know that, you see that? That's strong. I want my delta to be at least 48. I want my delta on the call to be a minimum 36. That's a little too low. So I would tell you, go to the next one and be in the money at 52. For only a dollar. This is less than. So the call right now is more expensive than the put with a higher delta. See, if you do this, then you don't have to worry about this. You see, my theta is twice what my delta is. As long as that is 2 to 3 times, you're fine. So like here, 37. So my delta, where's my theta? My theta is 63. My data, it's almost twice. So you'd be fine at 37. You could do this one. You're just out of the money. You don't have to worry about the time thing that Deck always scares you about. Theta. Forget about theta. Delta is what pays you. If your delta is high enough and the stock goes in the direction you want it to, that delta is going to go up, 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 and so will your theta go up, 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 up. Okay? So the point is, worry about delta and that your delta is 35 or above. Try to get at least 40 if you can. And if you do that, you're always going to make money. Now, realize this. The higher your delta is, if you do a trade and your delta is high, the higher it is, the faster you get paid. Okay? So if one of you picks four out of the money and one of you picks just out of the money, then the delta that's at 40 is going to pay, let's say the stock goes up 50 cents. That delta could pay 75 cents, okay, before the other one pays a quarter. All right? So you're further out. But here's the bad thing. If it goes the wrong way on the trend, if you say I'm going to do a put and the stock goes up and you got a high delta, you're going to lose faster. You can lose a lot more. So that's why a lot of people, what they do, a lot of traders, is they try to go just out of the money. And by doing that, they're willing to wait a little because it still will pay. So dollar for dollar, it will pay, but it will pay slower. All right? Opposed to a 50, because if you have 50 on the delta, that means on every dollar it can pay from 50 to $1.50. All right. If you're on 25 cents, it can pay from 25 cents to $1.25. So it's slower to start going up. You could be 50 cents behind. All right. This is a good lesson that a lot of people do not understand, and I made it my point to understand that. Another thing, I write in if you look in my alerts, you don't have to go up there right now, but one of the things that I put up there is here. I'm going to show you. It's pretty much what I'm talking about right now. And it says right here, it says, come on, there we go. It says, change your contracts often if you're not in one. Check every 50 minutes. Stay in the money or just out of the money. What does that mean? Some of you might be asking, what does that mean? When I go to my products page for whatever stock I'm looking at, everything in purple is in the money. The further I go in the money, the higher my delta is, the faster I'll make money. So if I paid $8 a share and I got a 94 delta and that thing goes up $1, I'm going to make maybe $2-3. But if it goes the other way, I could lose $2-3 times the amount of contracts. Every contract is 100 shares. So we always try to be right here in the black. Why? The first one in the black is just out of the money. 48 is a good place to be. But if you go over here at 11 and it goes the other way, you could lose. Your contract could go to zero very quickly, and you'll lose your money, like what Deck talks about. So don't do that. Just be one out of the money. If you always stay one out of the money. Now, as the stock moves, if you're not in a contract and you go look up your contracts, don't go pick the old contract I put up there. That's going to change as the price changes. Okay? Right now, I said it's 442.10. All right? Let's go back and take a quick look. Here we go. I'm just going to put these down a little lower so we can look at this. All right? I'm going to give you an example here on the contracts. So I'm going to put them back down there. Those are the ones I told you. All right. So if I look at the stock right now and it says 442, and if you look, let's see, I can't push this into a separate box without making it. If you look and it says 442.10, that means that the next one on the SPY would be 443. So you could actually buy a 443. We're at 442.20. You can buy a 443 contract now. Now, what happens if I buy the 442? Well, then I'm going to be more in the money. Okay, so let me show you. Right now, let's look at the SPY. And if I do, let's say a call, you see here, the 443. But if you buy the 442, you're just in the money. But that was out of the money 5 minutes ago. Look at that. Remember that 38 before is now a 54. Okay, so why? Because the stock's starting to go up. So if you bought a call at 38, you'd be 54 now on the actual delta, and you'd be printing faster. And it works that way. Same thing with the puts. If before I said to you, do a 440, what did I say? I said do a 441. Your 441 is now further out of the money because it's going the other way. So before I was at a 48 delta, now it's down to a 33. Okay, so that means if it starts going back, you're gonna have to wait even longer for it to start paying you if the stock starts to go down. Do you understand all this? So if it goes the wrong way, you're gonna lose faster because you have a higher delta, but you're gonna lose, but you can win if you watch your charts. That's the important thing. So the next thing is, how do I watch my charts? And if I look here right now, okay, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's take that off. What did I hit? Active trader. Me. I hit myself. Okay. Let's bring this up right now to 442. All right. We got 442.30. Let's just bring it to 35. Just a little bit higher, and say that right now is where the resistance is. Okay. So 442, and let's just take this down about $1. So let's just make this 442 or 440. 440, where am I at? 441, right? That would be 441, and let's say same 30 cents, all right? 35 cents. So we have $1 in the channel on the SPY. Some of them you need to go more, like NVIDIA, all right? So right now I'm at the top of my channel. Now, I'm going to tell you that I think this might go up to about 442.56, and then we'll have to see if there's any news. At 10:59, that's an hour ago. 30 minutes ago we had news. All right, so if 30 minutes ago exactly we had news, then what's happening now is either working off the last news, okay, which said the S&P 500 is overweight to big tech, moving some money to this highly rated fund can diversify your portfolio. Okay, that's a good thing, but not great. But they're moving up. Remember, there's a lot of manipulation with the SPY. It's probably the most heavily manipulated stock. Now, remember, we started off our day. Look where we were. We started here. We had a fake out up, and then it dropped. Then up, down. It was very bouncy. We were right at the VWAP. See this? But we were going from the VWAP to the upper VWAP. Back down to the VWAP, up to the top VWAP. Back down. And each time we were starting to build higher lows. You see this? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And if you see that, and we're following the upper VWAP, then it's safe to say we might have something going on here, and we did. We had a couple of pullbacks that went below the 13, but now we're far away from the VWAP itself, which makes this stock very bullish. Being that it's bullish, even the pullbacks were good. They were being manipulated because there was nothing. Let me make this a little bigger for you. Okay. There was nothing really that was great news, but we did have certain pullbacks. You have declined the offer. I know what I did. All right, and then finally, after a slight pullback, and that's more of consolidation because we would add a channel between here at around 441 and then as low as 440, let's say 50. And you can see we stayed in that channel right there from about 10:15 till here, all right, at about 10:40, and then boom, we started to move up. So if you say, why did this move? So we say, what did we say, 10:39, 10:40. Go to the news. There's 10:30. USA Gasoline. Let's see. USA Gasoline inventory is a build of 1.46 million versus the draw of 0.88. Draw of what's in prior. And then the next news says a 45 reverse regulations. Netflix adds new. All right, nothing really there to make it go up or down, or big or loss, but it wasn't a bad thing. So it started to move up. It started to stay in its course. And if we had a trend line, you'd see on both sides, both trends were pushing, and we had the bulls in charge. And as long as the bulls were in charge, the stock's going to continuously try to move up. There's going to be pullbacks because that's how they make their money. When they drop this really quick, we could count out the shares. I'd have to open this up. And to do that, I can go to, I keep a single one open now, Meta Charts. So if I go to here, and I take this now, and I go to the SPY, all right? And I go back to that area, watch. So if I go here, watch this, the volume is up here, watch. When I go here back to, what was it, around there, 1040, all of a sudden we go from 92,000 to 145 to 145. This is on the minute, all right? 214. So we're really gaining gusto here. We're going, for our average is about 77,000 per candlestick, and we're doing any more than that. We're doing 3 times that. Look at this. And then there's a big spin up here, another 200,000. You add that up, that's probably about 1 million shares. So 1 million shares got dumped in there, and it pushed it up. The volume pushed it up. We followed, stayed with it. We followed the upper VWAP. We pulled back, but we're only pulling back. Now we're using the 13 exponential as a bounce point, and we're still very bullish. That it's like being out in the water or in a boat going into the ocean here, and look how far we're getting away from the shore. See the shoreline here? And that's where we are now. So here's Atlantic City, and here we are in the Atlantic Ocean off the Jersey shores. We're getting further and further away from the shore. The stock's getting new highs, and we're building higher lows to higher lows. That's one pullback, but again, back up, higher lows, and at the same time, we're building higher highs, and that's what we look for. We got higher highs and higher lows, and then finally, another new high of the day. We had a high of the day here, we had a high of the day here, we had a high day here. Each one kept building higher. I can give you another trend line right there. All right, so right now, where are we at? Let's take a look. We have 442.58. That is our 13 moving average. So we're going to hit that 50. We've got to. They're trying to push this to that 13 moving average. All right, and then what's going to happen is it might go a little further, and if it doesn't push to 443, I expect to see a big drop. Here's your pullback. Remember what I always used to say? Pull back, spring forward. Pull back even further, spring back, spring forward even further. It's like playing archery. Okay, you got that thing at 100 feet away. You pull back and you drop, and the arrow drops about 5 feet in front of your target. So what do you do next time? You pull back a little further. So you pull back. That means that they sell off a bunch of stock. Now you buy more stock and you let go, and boom, this time you hit your target. You didn't actually hit the bullseye. You got close like we did here and here. Look at the pullback. That's a fake out. That's a fake out breakdown. So unless this thing keeps on going down, all right, if we hold at 442, there's a good chance we're going right there to 442.55. So if I was going to put an upper target right now, which I could, because we're still above, I would make that 452, and I would go here, and I would do this, all right? And this would be the first one I would give you. I'm not saying it's 100% or that we're going to do it, all right? So there. Oh, come on. Let me see. Okay. And then I want to edit this, and what I would say, and now it's still dropping, but I'm going to keep my upper target, okay? And a lot of times, the traders who are manipulating this thing want you to think it's going to hit that upper target, so you keep taking out the calls, and they're watching all the options being bought and the stock being bought, and what do? They drop it like a bomb. If we looked at how many stocks here, that's 273,000, that's 90, so we got 360, and here's another one, 150, that's 460, that's about 475, that's about 475,000 shares, probably one person for about 400 of that, okay? So we got here, we're going to show this on the right, maybe we get a chance to see it come back up again, all right? And we go here, and what we're going to do is just call that upper target, what is it at? 442.50, let's say 55, all right? We'll say 50, all right? What do I got? 442.50, and there would be your upper target. Whether we get back up there or not, remember we're still bullish, okay? Now, where is our support at the moment? If it holds, our support would be, all right, I would say 442, but I'm going to say 441.75. And it's probably going to be 85 on the pullback if we do, all right? So there's your target. Now let's go back to our other. I wanted just to show you what's happening with the volume. Now it starts to go back up. There's 112. We've got to see what's going to happen. We're at the bottom of this channel, so maybe a good time to do a call. But if you do a call, and I'm not saying it's a bad move, remember, we could still bounce off the 13 and come back down even lower, or it could go. You don't know. So you need to keep about a 5% stop loss. Let's go back to the other chart here. So what I just added in there will already be in the other chart. All right, all my charts are color coded, and in TOS, that's the greatest part about it. Let's see, can I get this down? There we go. And we just want to move this to the left, extend to the left. There you go. Okay, so there's my target. Here's my situation. This is where I'm at right now. There's my bottom VWAP, very far from there. Here's my upper VWAP. Look at the volume here. See on the bottom blues? Look at the spikes, the spikes, the spikes. The spikes all the way down. And I expect a big spike. We're going to hit that 442, but I wouldn't even count it. I would personally, if I was to get in, I would get out at 442.45. Why? Because I don't trust billionaires, because they don't think like I do. I got hope. I want it to go. I want to make money. But they're saying, you know what? If I get 1,000 of you suckers out there to think I'm going to take it there, or it's going there, when you gets real close and you go for it, I'm dropping it like a bomb. I don't want to be caught in their net. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Give me once. I can't answer. All right, don't worry about it. It's another day for that person. Okay, so that's a good lesson right there to watch. Still, we're holding. We got about 441. Remember I said 75? I said it'll probably hit about 85. What did it hit? 81, 82, 84, 85, and 90. Right there, 81, 85, and 90. So you can see it's going where I expected it to go. All right. Oh, SPY, this got changed out. All right, I don't want this in here. This should be Meta. Let's put Meta back in here, or anything else. It's because I touched it in my other chart. It was the single one must be color coded. Let's see, real quick. If I look in here, yeah, you see it's color coded. Let me unlink this. Let me unlink it for now, in case I show you use this again. And look at this. What just happened? What just happened? It hit, just as I said. Wait a second. That's not right. Oh, is that Meta? Oh, Meta hit. Look at that. Meta hit. I got nervous there for a second. I'm going, wow, the SPY did exactly what I thought it was going to do. But Meta did what I thought the SPY was going to do. Take a look at this. All right, so we look at Meta real quick. Meta had 296. We got 297.52. We hit 296.52. So this one's looking at a 30, 296. Oh, there it is. It was going for the 13 EMA on this one also. That's on Meta. And this one here is 442. You see this? Meta is going, SPY is going for the 13. And it got close. And it pulled back. It didn't. It came a little shy. About 25 cents. All right? 23 cents. That's really cool. That's exactly what I thought the SPY was going to do. And Meta. I should have been showing you Meta. Then you would have said, wow, this guy's good, man. He really knows his shit. And I'd say, you were fooled. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I'm just kidding. I think I do. All right, so right now, let's see. What am I on? I'm on the bottom. Why is this going? Hold on. There we go. All right, let's put this now at 50. All right, we hit 52, but we know we have a lot of resistance at 50 because we had 52. But will it try again? So if we look at this, and with this one here, let's see. I'm going to activate this, and I'm going to make this. The support is definitely much higher than I have it. So let's say we're at, I'm going to go at least about $2. Maybe a little more. So I'm gonna go $2.90. Let's see, $2.95 or $2. Not even. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at $2.95. That'll put it about $1.20 right now. There's your. Now we could be a little bit higher than that, like $2.95.35. All right, because we're above the. As long as we're above the 13. All right. I'll tweak it a little bit. I like to keep it close. I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. Let's even go to 50. Let's see how it looks. As long as we're under the 13 exponential. All right, so we got 295, and let's just say 50, because that'll put us $1 away from where we're trying to get, and that's perfect. You see the 13 right here? That's the 13 exponential. That's different than the 13 EMA. I don't put a 13 EMA on my chart. All right, I only use exponentials. But it doesn't mean, as long as we've got the price, we know that 296.75, I could do the same thing on the other one and say, well, we're above the VWAP. We got a real good chance. I'm going to go in here, go to the dollar sign. I'll go here. I don't have to be exact. I can make it anywhere. All right? Come on. There we go. And then I'll put this back to here, right? Then what I do is I go in here. Watch this. I'll go in here. I'll edit this. You should be doing the same thing. All right? And I'm going to say this is my upper target. Okay, doesn't mean just because I'm usually good at this and I usually get it. What did we say it was? 77. So let's just say 297.80. Let's say 75 because 75 is a tough place. And let's show it on the right. Let's go. This one also goes to red. I always try to keep a nice color that's going to show up like that. All right, and always do a crooked line because it's different than the regular trend lines. And now, oh, I forgot to do one thing. I want to put. Did I do a price in here? Edit this out, and I want it to be 295.75. 295.75. It's very close to where we are, but that's not right. It was 296. I goofed. All right, that's okay. Not a big deal. You know what? We're human beings, and we do have error. 296.75. Right? There you go. So you see, even though it's a little higher than where our resistance is, I expect that if it gets back up to that point, then that's where it'll go. Same thing here. We're holding on our support. Now, we could just drop all the ways down, and we may never hit that upper target. But before, if I had put that upper target here, when it was down here, and I put that, I would have said, wow, that was really cool. Look how close we got to the upper target. I was within 19 cents. Okay, but that's the reason we know, because when we look at this, and by the way, this is a ThinkScript. That ThinkScript I give you free, all right? So you can add those the same as you add the other things that I gave you, and you'll have these ThinkScripts, and they're in my alert section. But what I'm going to do real quick, so you don't have to go there, just watch the board, and I will put them here, and now you'll see them. And you do the same thing. You go up to Setup on the top of your page, you drop it, go to Shared Items, open it, put the HTTPS line in there, not the part that says ThinkScript. You put that in there, into that part, all right, and you preview it and accept it. Hold on, and then it's in there. And then the next thing, when you want it to come out, you go up to here, the little shaker, go down to Edit Studies, and you go in here. And once you did that, you can type in the word Think, and all you do is double click on 803 and 804. It'll put them in here. You hit apply and go OK, and then they'll be in there. And this has a cloud in here also. There's a cloud. See the cloud? The top of the cloud is a 21-day exponential, and the bottom of the cloud is 19. Now, watch. When I go on my cloud, I can change that. I can make it 8 and 20. I can make it 5 and 15. Okay? You can make it whatever you want. All right? I'm not showing the plot on this. I'll leave it off. I don't know why. Showing the plot. I'm not using it. Okay, not on this one. The only thing we do show plot on is the VWAP. So on any one of our charts, if you go here and you go to Edit Studies and you don't have a VWAP in there, type in VWAP, double click on this, it'll put it in here like that. And then when you look at this, I always make it white because it's neutral. Above or below, it's white. But you want to hit the upper band and click Show Plot. Do the lower band and Show Plot. The reason you don't want to do the 13 because you don't want all those extra lines, and just say OK. All right. And what it'll do, okay, is it'll put this this here. And that's what you want, that 13 exponential. Oh, and the VWAP here. That'll put the VWAP, it'll put your lower VWAP, and it'll put your higher VWAP. Two great tools. And then I get people asking me all the time, well, what about Bollinger Bands? What about Bollinger Bands? And that's why I use the TTM Squeeze, all right, and the TTM Scalper Alert. So if I go back in here again, I can go into here to what's called for you, it would be TTM. Now, I took out the Scalper Alert, and I'll show you why. For me, because I have the Pro, and I apply, then all the white arrows come in. It's just fine. You can leave them there. I always use them. I just took them out the other day for no reason at all. All right. The only thing about Meta and NVIDIA, I like to keep a little bit more of support and resistance at different place. So like this here, I'm going to edit this and bring it down a little bit and bring it to 295. It's going to bring us a little further away. Okay, right now it's about $1 anyway. I can go even further than that. All right, and we never did hit that upper shadow yet, but it doesn't mean that we won't. All right, so I want to go on there for a second, and here, and I'm going to extend it to the left. All right, there's my upper target, and here's my resistance. So they're very close together. All right, I can make it hard to get it out of the way. I can make this one a little lower, but we did have a high of 296.52, so I made my resistance at 296.50, and then I brought this down to 295. I had it at 295.50, which is still correct, but I brought it down a little lower. But we're at the top right now, so what's going to happen? Are we going to continue? Now, I personally don't like to play breakouts, not from here. But watch the SPY. If the SPY goes up, this is going the opposite on Meta. That's on Meta. We still don't know. We can still hit this. As long as we're above this, then those upper targets are still in play. Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions on that? Is this helpful? Please, somebody give me a yes, give me a no, give me something so I know that you're really listening. Otherwise, I'm going to shut up and think that nobody cares. I don't care. I got a great song I got to play for you guys one day by an old friend of mine. It was from 45 years ago. Wow. Great story goes with it. What did I just wanted to do for you? I was going to put something on the board, and I forgot what it was. What the heck was it? Desktop? I went in here to give you something. Grambo cares. Grambo always cares. That's why his name is in gold. Let's see. I forgot what I was going to put up there. I wanted to post something for you, and I totally. What was it? I gave you those, the Think scripts. I forgot what it was. Oh, I remember. Now it hit me. That's why I went in here. I have to use this computer. And if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, I'm the one who puts this up for Deck too, in case you're interested. If Andy says that, I always put that up there. So if you have any questions, don't worry about asking a dumb question. The worst can happen is I'll pull you aside and spank you. But then I may not, because you may like it, and if you like it, then we're gonna have a problem. Because I only give out one free spanking, and that's it. Okay, no, I'm not. I wouldn't do that to you. Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't. All right, let's push this up to about 35 on here. So you got 24. Let's make it 35. We want to tip the top of where it went. See, very close. So we've got, what do we say? 235. Let's put that right on there. We've got 236.35. So let's make this 235.25. 230. What did I say? 234 and 234. It's almost up there. 234.25. What did I have? I had 3. I forgot what I had. Let's see if it opened up. Oh, it did open up. I had 236. So I want 235. So I want to put this around 235. And that'll put it down here. Okay, so there would be your support resistance on Tesla. Tesla, I always like to keep about $1.25 difference. What did I put? 236.35, and so then really, you know what? Even though it's correct, I'm going to go down a little bit lower, and I'm going to put it at 235. It could be 235.10. That would be what I said, but I'll just make it an even. But really, we're about here at this moment. But the way Tesla moves at the 50, this doesn't leave much in the channel. I want you to think that we're high on the channel, and there's our low. Okay, and you can see there was a lot of support and resistance here. There's no exact place, all right, except when you get to about right there, 235.50. That's what I said. It's about 235.50. All right, I don't like to keep Tesla that close, but I'll put it up just to show you what happens. So 235.50. Let's say I can go 45.50. Let's see where it puts me. It's perfect, actually, at the moment. The way it's moving right now is a little slower. Okay. And again, upper target on this, and there. Watch this. You see what's happening here? 296.53. What's our upper target? 75. 296. Put the hand back. Make sure you always put the hand back in there in case you want to make changes side to side or up and down. So you can hold this and go like this, but if you go side to side, it goes like that. But if you change this, all right, you can do it where it's a wand, like if you ever watch Kush, it'll get larger. But mine, with my mouse situation, it gets too large and I don't like it. I'm going to make this a little smaller. There you go. Now it looks like Deck's room. He makes this really tiny so you can't see it. Here we go. 69. Upper target about to get hit. Watch SPY. What's happening? SPY is following Meta. Can you see that? And active trader may be right 2 out of 2. All right, which I usually am. And I learned from the best. I did. Deck was a great teacher. He taught me so much. But he also taught me a few bad habits that I want to teach you guys not to do. He started to talk about it today, and what he talked about was the opposite of what he sometimes does. So he may have taught me right, but I was doing as he did. And when I did what he did, I lost a lot of money. Okay, I made a lot of money too, but there were a lot of times I lost, and sometimes my losses were greater because he got carried away, and I followed him because he knows what he's doing. But he's not as, and he admits it, that sometimes he's got to think more. He's different. His account, for you, a $200 loss is like a $2,000 loss to him. Okay, so just remember that. Guys, hear me okay? Loud and clear? Are we okay here? I was going to pull up. Let me just make sure my high def is on. I see my volume is good. Look at OBS. Because I'm using a different microphone. It's not my Zeddy. I blew out, helping a friend, I blew out my USBs. I wish I could get a higher USB, but it is what it is. Okay, what did I want to give you? Oh, yes. I want to just pull this over for a second. Let's take a quick look. and then we'll go right back because I know something's about to happen. Here's our what do you call it for the day? Our top gainers. All right, 40 APLS. This one here. If you put it on there, you can see the chart. MF. This one looks good. MFH. BCIG. That was from yesterday too. So we'll get back to those. But you can see right across the board, we are in a plus situation. Russell's not that high on the 2000, but the S&P's is doing fine at 40, almost 41, and we got almost 145 on the Dow. So we are looking pretty good today. And look, bingo, look what just happened here in Tesla. Look what happened. Hit. Here's a hit right there. Upper target, got hit right on the nose. What do I have? Come on, you got to put that. It may look like it's there, but you got to put this here, and then you can see the line. Ready? Bingo. That's a hit right there. And of course, what's that going to bring us up to? The next upper limit, okay, would be 297. Okay, so 297 will now be our next target. I hit the target. Bam. All right. And then here, look what's going on. Look what's going on. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Gonna hit. Gonna hit. I'm waiting for this to follow. Okay. I'm really feeling weird that it didn't at this point as much as it should, and it shows that Meta's doing its own thing. All right. Hold on. Let's move this up a little bit, and let's move this up to 4. What are we at? It's going to be really, really close. But let's make it 442. 442. Watch it pull back now on me. All right, 442. It's right. See the 13? And then our resistance, it's too close. It really is. It's not really our support. We're hoping it holds 442, but I think we're closer to right there, which is 441 again as your 85. I hate when it does that. Edit. And 440, what did I say? 441.85. Is that what I said? Could be 75 too. I think it's 75. I want it right on those two lines underneath. Let's just make it 75 because 75 is a step, okay? And usually anything 75 is a lot of resistance. So even though it's not right on, I'm going to leave it there. It could be 80. But it gives us more direction here, and now we're going to bring this. Remember, we had 442.30 before we had a lot of resistance. We're going to bring it down a little bit. What are we at? 35? Let's just bring it down to 20. All right? So we got 442 right there. It's right on. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. At 20, 25, a lot of resistance. But once we get past there, and this keeps moving, look at that. There's 297. That's a second hit for me. Okay? And if I did Tesla, I remember I told you the upper VWAP 237 on here. That would have been where I would have put it. That would have been another hit. All right, but you see what's going? It's going up. It's moving. It's moving. All right, we're gonna push this up a little bit more. Remember, I said 25. Now we're back to 35. All right. I feel like we're at a horse race. And bam, there it is. Look at that. Wow, did you see that? Did anybody see that? I think it just took off. 440, 442. 35, we hit 37, so bam, look at that. And where's our, we said this, it was 442.60 now, it's moved up. So you see that, but I had it at 50, but it's already moved up to 60, and that is now our target. I want to see it hit, and this is still going. Take a look at this. So I hit this again. What's the next target? What is the next target, anybody? The next target here would be, let's say, 290. Well, we got 297. We just pulled back a little bit. So we had 297, which we already hit, right? But if it did any further, it would be 50. So 297.50 would be our next target. And right now, we have 297 is probably our resistance. All right, so we're going to take this up. That was from before. 297, which we hit. So I've already hit 2 out of 3 so far. The only one I haven't hit is this one. It's the SPY. We got real close within 13 cents. All right. Which is still, what did I tell you before? When you get up to about 45, 40, 45, drop it down. That's where I think they do that fake out breakdown. All right. Not a break up, but a fake out breakout, fake out breakdown. I don't know if that's a real word. I made it up a while back, and I don't think it really exists. Let's see. Fake out. I don't know if break down is the right word. Somebody come up with a better word. A breakout is where the market aggressively pushes past a support resistance. A fake out is where the market goes through support to resistance, then reverses back shortly afterwards. Okay? That's a fake out. But there's a fake out fake down. Where it goes out, it's a fake out. What is it? What's the word? Fake out, breakout. It's a fake out, breakout. That's what it is. A breakout's where the market aggressively goes up, but a fake out breakout shows you that it goes up and then comes down really hard. That's a fake out breakout, and that's what it would have been. I call it breakdown, so it shows you we're going back down. But fake out breakout is good. Are you enjoying this today? Is this helping anybody here to maybe have a better understanding? You know, I put something in Deck's room today that was really good, and the question is, can you lose more in options? Like, say, if you shorted a stock, you could have an unlimited loss. That means if that stock just kept going up and up and up and up, you could be losing more and more and more and more. But puts on options is way different when you buy a put as to shorting a stock. But the answer is, you can. It doesn't show you, I'm going to get examples. Can you lose more money than you spend on an option? Now, the money you spend on an option is called a premium. Depending on exactly how you use options, you can lose more than you invest in them. Options are a short-term vehicle whose prices depends on the price of the underlying stock. So the option is the derivative of the stock. Okay, if the stock moves unfavorably in the short term, it can permanently affect the value of the option. So it shows you can lose more. If the stock goes up and you do a put, you can lose more than your premium. That's what it's saying. All right, here we go. 40. Come on, just a little more. Don't you want to see that 50? Now it's 59, but I'm going to leave it at 50 so I can be right. All right, there's your pullback to the 13. Doesn't make it. Remember, we took the bow and arrow, we shot at our target, came up short. What do now? We sell off and then buy back even harder. Okay, watch it. Everything's going up. Look at this. So right now, let's look at our resistance. Our resistance is 237 on Tesla now. That would have been my my target, my upper target. My upper target now on Tesla is going to be 237.35. So if I wanted to show you an upper target, I go in here, I go to dollar, I double click anywhere. It doesn't matter because I'm going to readjust it. I hate that double dot. Come on. It's my mouse. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, let's go here and let's here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take this line. We're going to, come on, you bitch. Edit it. Okay, and that's going to be my upper target, Tesla. Right? We're going to show it on the right. You should be doing this on your own. We're going to go here. We're going to change the color. We're going to go, I always go to the same place, right there. Boom. Boom. All right, I say okay. I chop the line. Now I got to figure the price. And I said to you, I think I said 237. I think I said 50. I'm not sure. Let's just say okay, and then let's pop this. Actually, it was 35. I can see it now. It was 35 because it was going to be right at the top of the upper view up, right there. That's 27, but I'm going to go for 35 anyway. I'm going to be more optimistic. And on the right, that. And the only thing I want to do now is extend it to the left. There you go. All right, so that's my call, is the upper view up. It probably could be 25 and it may not go any further, but you see, here's your pullback on Meta. Here's your pullback. We hit within 10 cents of the next one right there, 297.50. I almost put 45 and it hit 40, so about 10 cents. And this one here was short 15 cents or a little more. What do I got? I have 33. I said 35, I mean. And we have about 11, 12. I'd have to look at the higher day for Tesla, which will be, let's see. What do I got? I always keep it open. I always have one in Yahoo Finance for 4 of them. SPX, SPY, for Meta, for Tesla, and AMD. I keep those open. And we have a high today of 337.14. Oh, so it didn't go as high as I thought. 337.14. It doesn't show it. And that was the high of the day. Right there. Look at this. Look at this chart. Let's go into, for Tesla, and let's go into a 3-minute. Now, if you, this would be really tough to, I don't want to do that. Why is it doing that? That was weird. Never does that there. Okay, let's push this up here. So you can see from right here, this, if I was to do some sort of a trend line, I can take it from the bottom, which is, let's see, what do we got? Days range, 229.29 should be right there. 229, why is, that's not it. That must be in pre-market. 229. Here it is. 229.29. You may get close. This mouse is shaky. Oh, add 28. Come on. 229. Come on. I have too many lines. Oh, shit. I can't believe this. Alright, got it. 28's good enough. And now we're going to take this to about right there on the 13. Right there. Alright. Right in front of it. Come on. My mouse is doing weird things. It really is. Okay. And then we're going to take from, let's see, a top. We just need a top. And you see this line here? That's your upper VWAP. So from here to about here. Where's my high of the day? It's 237.14. Actually, I think it's a little higher now. Let me do a quick refresh. 237.14. So you go here, and when you see 14 on the side, watch. Close to it. There is 19. Oh, I had it for a second. This thing is so... Alright, I'll just use 19. Oh, I can't even do it. Alright. I have 09. What I'm trying to get is the angle here, okay? And, of course, to see where we came from, I would cancel my left. Same thing here. I would cancel my left. So you can see where I started my lines from, alright? Maybe later I can get this right on. But 14, you can see I'm so close to getting this. And then remember to take this off. Alright? And unfortunately, we're starting to see a pullback. So we may not hit it. There's that. We're still moving up. We still have ascending, what Deck was talking about earlier. If I can get this line, let's go back to 1 minute for a second. Alright, and let's move this up now like that. And let's see if I can do it now. Edit. Upper trend line. Nope, don't want to do it that way. Do it this way. Activate trend line. See? It's right there. Oh, that's good. Oh, I had it. Did you see that? 12. I'm going to use 12. I'm not going to get, I can't get it right on. That's why I need a better mouse. I really do. And this is a good mouse. It's just, you got to get that wheel setup. But 229, it's real close. It should be slightly higher. So it makes it look a little closer than it really is. And I'm not going to touch it because that's really, really good. Now, here's our VWAP. Remember, so we are bullish at the moment. And here's our upper target. Now, what was that? What was that? 236 right there. 50. What do I have this on? I have it on 35. All right? And I told you before it probably should be 50, but that's the reason right there. 13 EMA. So it's a 13 EMA on all of them. We got so close right there. We had a high of 297.40. I had 50. All right? I think I had 50. Yeah, 50. And the same thing here. Look at this. 40. I got within 10 cents. So I hit, I think, 2 or 3 on the Meta. And the other ones, well, I hit 1 on Tesla. So I hit 2 on Meta, 1 on Tesla, and I didn't get that SPY. That bitch. She just wanted to prove me wrong. But it's close enough. You would have made money, and when you see the pullback, you would have got out. But do you see how learning to read the charts and why they're so important and why we stress it? Charts are everything. They really are. It's everything. And that's, I'm not trying to say look at me, but that was one area I was strong that led me to become a moderator, because I was able to call at an early time things that were going to happen. Now, it doesn't mean that I was a great trader or that I could make a lot of money doing that, because there's the emotion factor, okay, that comes into to par. 465, hold on 1 second, 75. I'm just doing my upper charts. There's a lot that comes in with my emotions, and in the beginning, I was a very emotional trader. So I'd get too scared and I'd get out too quick. Or I'd wait too long and I'd get caught in a snag. There's a lot of possibilities, and I never did one thing, because I watch Deck, and he does mental stop loss. And the problem with mental stop loss is that no matter how good you are, we all get carried away, and we have that emotion factor that clicks in that says, you know what, I can wait, or it's going to come back, and then I start playing what's called the game of hope. All right, what is hope? I hope that stock comes back. I'm down $1,000. I hope that stock comes back. I'm down to $2,000. I know it's going to come back. I better get out. I'm at 2,500. Hope is not a strategy. We must always have a plan if we're to succeed in day trading, whether it's stocks, options, futures. It's your future that's on the line, okay? Just remember that. It's your future that's on the line. If you don't adhere to the rules, this game will beat you. Think of it as a game. I've seen a lot of gamers come in here, treat this as a game, and win big, okay? Kush, Living Like Mad, who's no longer here, Pav Josh, they were three of the best traders I've seen, okay, that were proven traders, all right? Even better than Deck, believe it or not, and younger than Deck, all of them. You know what? Deck's a great teacher. He's a great trader. He's got strengths and he's got weaknesses. He's got weaknesses in options still. I'm watching him, but he's got great strengths. He knows how the game is played. He's a little off on the theta type thing, but I think that if he understood more about the delta, the theta, the gamma, the vega, and the rho, if he understood all that, he would maybe say it a little differently. Okay, he's not wrong. Theta can eat you up every time. I worry about theta at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't worry about the theta if I buy the right contract at 9:30 to 12 o'clock in the morning. All right, even 1 o'clock. And I've jumped in contracts at 3 o'clock and made a fortune jumping in and jumping out. I could have made a lot more if I stayed, but I could have lost a lot too if I stayed. So that's the gamble. All right, take one thing that Deck always taught me. He always said, take profits when you have them. Take profits when you have them. Does this make sense? Okay, Meta, I'm going to bring up, okay, it's not done yet, and the markets, I'm sure, are still positive. I'm going to bring this up to 296 right now. I'm going to use 95. I like 295.95. It looks good. And then here on the SPY, what do we got? 441, 442. We're so close here that I'm not going to touch it. The only thing I'm going to do is bring my resistance down a little, okay? Because right now, let's see, 442. We're right there. It's still trying. It's trying to hold. And just remember, we are still very bullish. So there's a little pullback. It's also lunchtime, all right? So when you have lunch and you put all this together at this time, sometimes there's a little setback, okay? And what I mean by that is, like, take a little breather, all right? And what do? We learn in lunch. You can grab a little something to eat, you can come back, it's not moving. But it doesn't mean that all of a sudden, boom, all right? And right here, you can see this one moved, all right? So what do we got here? Let's activate this and bring this a little down. I saw the whole thing move. So what I'm going to do is go to the bottom here. I think it moved. It did, all right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this back. Why did I have this anyway? Why is this moving? Oh, that's why. That's probably why it moved. Okay. We said our bottom was 29, I remember earlier. That's. I don't want to edit that. I want to activate it. Oh, come on. Activate. I hate this. My mouse is just so... It's just so flimsy. Sometimes you just click on it. What does it do? Nothing. Okay. Come on. I'm having a rough time getting this to activate. There we go. Activate it. And we want to bring this now to 29, 28. Look at that. 26. Ooh. That's good enough. 30. I can't get any better than that. Leave it there. And now we come back here. Alright, we're right under there. The only difference is what we have now is we have that active step that I made up. Okay, it's to show you direction mostly. So we can come here and then we can go like this. Alright, keep in front of the 13. I hate to, I don't want to put it on the line. There's the 13. Boom. Alright, it didn't come in. Nice. I hate when that happens. There. There. Alright. And we want to cancel the left. We want to take this one here, and we're going to cancel the right. until it comes back up. So cancel the right. So you have that big step up, and boom, you can see what's happening here. The bears stepped in. Look here, same thing. Okay, you look here. We don't have a top trend line, but you got from here on the top. Let's see. Oh, I don't want that. Let's go down to 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. There we go. I had it. This mouse sucks. All right, take 39. Okay. We have this line coming down too. Same here on Meta. Let's cancel the left. Now, we didn't put in one before. So if we want, we could even take it from, let's take this to a 3 minute. Why 3 minute? So we can see the whole chart. We'll have to make it larger. Okay, that way. And bring it up. I would bring it from a point where I could see it, which would be right here. There's your top. That's the top. I should have left it yesterday. It was snapping in, and I said I don't like that. I'm having problems with the snap on this. There you go. So, and let's take away. Let's cancel the left. And for right now, let's cancel the right. So you see, we got the same thing here as we got here. The only thing is we didn't put a bottom in here. Okay? And if I did the bottom, again, I would come from the low of the day, which would be right there. Boom. I don't believe this. I have to go into the mouse to make some changes. And I'd go right there. So, there. And let's cancel the left. And so here's your bottom the whole day. You can see. We were moving up. We could have had it to here, then to here, then to here. What we were doing is we were building higher lows all the way till we hit a new high of the day. We were building higher highs also. And now you can see what's happening. If I want to edit this going down, if I want to keep working, this is really more to show you direction. Okay? So if you're new, this is important. I can leave it on the 3 minute for right now. Actually, at this time. Let's leave them all on the 3 minute. How's that? You all good with that? Are you learning anything from it? Let's do that. Let's change this out. You got to remember, before you start moving things, you gotta move that. You got line there. Is it right? It's, yeah, because this one here was pre-market right there. We want the first one that was in the market. Okay? And then here we got this one. Let's just bring this down a little bit. Okay. We can make this a little smaller like that. Bring this down a little bit. There you go. And then here, we're going to put this into the SPY, also into a 3 minute. You guys still hear me okay? I know my voice got a little lower. Negative. There you go. Here we go here. All right. But you can see what you see here in Tesla and Meta. They have very, very similar movement. Well, you also have the same thing in the SPY. They all had a very similar movement. Okay? So for right now, I don't want to confuse you. I'm going to take out some of the extra lines. I just wanted to show you. Let's remove that one. Unless we get back up there again, let's remove this one. I can always put it back and get rid of the other one. It just shows movement is what it does. Remove drawing on trend line. There you go. And that's what we're at now. And as you can see, the movement here, okay? So let's say we take this real quick and we edit it. What it's going to show you is, let's go down. The whole thing moved. I can't get this thing. It's so tight. It's so close is the problem. It's so close. Like this one here, it's got to come down a little bit, just a little bit to there. It's going to show you the squeeze play when it comes. All right, and activate this one, and let's bring this down. I'm going to bring it that way. I don't want to put it on the point because they're too close. Come on, come on. I'm having issues here. It's not doing what it's supposed to. I think I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to turn my mouse off for a second, and I'm going to hit this. That's blinking. Put this on. Okay. There we go. Oh, it gives me a hand now. There we go. All right. Now you see the squeeze play here. But do we still have a chance of hitting that upper target? Absolutely. Same thing here. Even though this is dropped, okay, remember to take this off and put the before you start doing things. All right. So there's not much movement here, but let's see. Activate this. We're going to pull this down. We can see now we have a new trend, a new support. Didn't move. Let's see. 295.25. 295. Let's do it this way. 295 went down 70 cents. 70 cents it went down. 25. All right, we'll do it that way. All right, and this one's starting to move up. See what's happening? Starting to move up again. Okay. That's why I don't like all these lines, to be honest. Let's move it a little further. So we're pushing up. See that? That's how we know where we're going. Okay, and let me go play with my mouse for 1 second. Let's go into PC settings. Let's go into mouse and pointers. Bluetooth off. Let's go into mouse. Here we go. Choose how many lines to scroll at a time. Multiple lines at a time. What's one screen at a time? I don't want that. Scroll inactive windows when I hover over them. Let's keep that off. Scroll inactive windows. I don't know what that is. How many lines? Touchpad, medium sensitivity. That's fine. This is my mouse pad. Okay, let me see. It's the other mouse setting. So I go in the other one. Look, keep your eye on Tesla. Could hit that high. Let's see. Let's go into control panel, and let's go into mouse. Should give me the specific mouse. It does. Click pad settings. Remove tray. I don't want that. Disable internal pointing. No. Let's see. Mouse. Hardware. I want that pointer. Here we go. Send a pointer speed. Select the pointer speed. Let's go a little faster. Okay. Automatically move pointer to the default button in a dialog. Display pointer trails. I don't need that. Hide pointer. Show location of pointer when you press control. Show pointer trails. I'm going to go to pointers. Enable pointer shadow. Don't want that. Buttons. It's not in here. Here it is. Speed. Double click speed. Let's go a little faster. Faster. What's click lock? Click lock enables you to highlight or drag without holding down them. I don't want that. I want to hold it down. Okay. Let's apply. What is this? Let's go a little faster. What happens when I go faster? Okay, that should be a little faster on the click. Hopefully. I'm having a tough time on switch primaries. No. I don't get it. Oh, my movement on the mouse. I hope the switch is not going. Alright, I'm fast here. That's going up fast. Okay, I'm just testing it out. Okay, I didn't put any trend lines in the SPY. I don't want to put any more. It's too much work for all. Where are we at now? 442.16, and I have 442.25. It's resistance, and here I should have 441. It says 75. It's about right. Okay, and this one here, there's not much movement right now, but any time this one comes down a little bit. So if we look at Meta, there's a slight pullback on Meta. So we just want to take this right there. I wonder if I could use a different mouse pad, like a fabric. Let me just see if it's different. Oh, this might be better. I might have to switch to a. This is a shiny one. I need something more. Maybe this angle's in the way. Yeah. Let's try that. Okay, push this back. All right. I had a little pig mouse somewhere. Let me see what that is. Where's the little piggy? Here it is. What's he talking about? This is a little pig. Mom, you would. And it's a little softer. So I'm going to put it on top of this and now use that. And it might help. So, like, let's try it real quick. I want to take this one. See, maybe because my hand's so big. I don't know. No, that's not going to do me any good. I'm having problems. I don't know what the problem is. I'm the problem, you say. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. Remember when you were a little kid, you got blamed for something? I didn't do it. Johnny did it. I didn't do it. Johnny, why'd you do that? She's a bad boy. You pulled up her dress. And why do you have little mirrors on the bottom of your shoes? What? The stupid things we did as kids to be goofy. That's why little girls don't, younger girls don't like boys in the beginning. Because they're crazy. They do nutty things. Alright. I can't get it to move the way I want. Something is wrong. You know what I did? I made the star a little bigger. Let's see if I can make it a little smaller. I can't figure out where I did it from. Devices and printers. Let's see. Let's try this one. Devices and printers. I know there's a mouse in here. Here it is. Let's open the mouse. Here we go. Configure my mouse. It's the same place as before. Hardware. Let's go to properties. Come on. This is so weird. Doesn't want to move. Properties. Drivers. What about the drivers? Details. It's not from here. Let's go back to general. I'm trying to get this thing right. I'm having a weird time with this thing. Change settings. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Power management. Allow the device to wake the computer. That's okay. Events. Yeah, I'm having an event right now. I'm going to have a breakdown. I don't get this thing right. Alright, pointers. Let's go back to pointers. Pointers. Normal select. Here we go. Oh, I don't want that. Come on. Enable pointer shadow. Use default. Alright. Apply. Pointer options. I'm trying. Select the pointer speed. Let's try slower. Maybe it's too fast. Alright, I'm right in the middle. Automatically move point to default button in a dialog. Display trails. Let's open that up. Not that we're using it. Ooh, I'm hallucinating. Don't want that. Hold hide pointer when typing. So that's not it. Buttons. Double click. I never had it that fast before. What is click lock? Enables you to highlight or drag without holding down the mouse button. Really? Let's see. It means I can put on something. I don't like that. Okay. Well, maybe there's a settings for it. God. Come on, I want to see Tesla go for a new high a day. Let's go up to settings. Jeez, this sucks. This is terrible. Let's try this mouse pad. That's a little better. Adjust how long you need to hold down a mouse or trackball before your clicks are loaded. Short. Okay. I don't like this at all. Hardware. Pointer options. Select a pointer speed. Fast. Enhance your pointer precision. Ah, here we go. There you go. Enhance pointer precision. That might be it. Let's apply. There's a change. Discover more about mouse hardware for common problems. I'll get to that another time, but I opened the page. Okay. I hope SPY goes up. Up! Hope! There's another hope guy. He hopes. You gotta have a plan there, Grambo. Hope doesn't work. He must be in... He's probably in ES long. He's doing futures on a call. Am I right? You're on a long future for the SPY. Why? It's not working. And my arrow's too big. There it is. I want to activate this. Pull it down and push that way. See, we're starting to move back up again. See where we are? Oh, you come on. This is very frustrating for me. I may have to reboot. I hate to have to do that. I can't get this thing to move. You know what? For right now, I'm going to remove the line. It's just driving me crazy. There's something going on. It could be TOS for all I know. I'm not having any problem anywhere else. Like I go to, let's see, I got a lot of things open at eBay. What do I got? I can close some stuff here. That's my knife. I'll get rid of that one. I'm having a problem everywhere. So I did. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. I have the same problem everywhere. I think for right now I'll leave the bottom lines. I'm going to get rid of all the other ones and just keep the bottom for right now until I resolve this problem. I might have to boot my whole computer up. I don't know why. Look at this. I can't get it to go where I want it. I wonder if I can trade mouses here. I need a plug-in mouse and I don't have one. Somewhere I've got one. Where is it? I've even got a trackball mouse here, but I don't like trackball. Right here. This is a Logitech trackball mouse. I'm going to put that up for sale on eBay because I don't like trackball. And it's supposed to be very good. I got a few more wireless ones here. Let's see. This is a Microsoft. Let me try something. Let me pull this plug. Let me put this in here. Let's see. Need a pen will do. Okay, should be on. There we go. Whew, this one moves fast. This one's small and it moves quick. Let's see. Let's see. Right? Oh, that just went right into it. Alright, nope. Disappeared. Oh, this is too intense for me. This one's too intense. It's too fast. And I lost. There's my line. That was too intense. Let's activate it again. This one is moving way too fast. Won't let go. It just drags. Whew. That was intense, I gotta tell you. Pull down. It's working. Look at it. If you don't hit that button, boom, I can't get it to stop. Okay, stop. Wow, that was intense. I can't run on the point, but the point is way too big. Look at the size of that thing. You see that pointer? Don't you point that thing at me. Ooh, pretty girl. Let's see. Activate. Let's try one more. I can't. This is too small. I mean, it's too fast for me. It's a good extra mouse in an emergency. Then I got one a little smaller. This is a really small mouse. This one here. See this one? It's a retractable. But I can't do all the things I want to do. There's no right and left click. Just simple. So this is no good. I gotta go back to what I was using. Okay. I'm thinking it's my USBs, what's going on with everything. Let's see. We're back. I need to slow that down somehow. I think it's all too fast. Oh. Let's see, settings. Come on, systems, the mouse. Bluetooth, mouse. I can't get this thing to scroll right. Scroll inactive windows when I hover over them. Let's put that on. What happens? I don't know. Adjust mouse and cursor size. Here we go. Related. There we go. Change pointer size. I changed that the other day. Maybe that's what screwed it up. Come on. I want it small. Real small. Come on. Okay. I got it smaller. Let's see. Let's see. It's a tiny. See the pointer now? Much smaller. The hand smaller. What else can I do? Make the cursor easier to see when typing. I don't have any problem seeing it when I type. Change touch. Show visual around the touch points when I touch the screen. What does that mean? Darker and I don't know what that means. Let's see. I can't get it to move quick enough. That's a change pointer size. Let's see, what else do I got here? Color lines, narrator. Let's go back one. This is really haunting me. I don't know why this is doing this all of a sudden. Because I told you to buy a new mouse. Should have. It's got to be the, what do you call it? I did something yesterday. Drivers. I need to go back to the last driver. Select the pointer speed. Let's go slower. Enjoy. Automatically move pointer to a default button in a dialog. That's a snap to. I don't want the snap to. Display pointer trails. I don't care about that. I don't use them. Here we go. Number of lines. Let's go back to 2. The wheel to scroll following number of characters. Let's go to 2. Mouse and keyboard center. Not helping. Okay. We are not getting the right motion here. It's not moving. Let's see, it's just to scroll. Let's try that. Nope. I'm screwed here. Troubleshooting my mouse. I gotta figure this out. Look at that. Oh, the chart moved too. I'm gonna pull all lines out for right now. I'm just gonna leave support and resistance. I can always put them back. Just for now. Until I can figure out what's going on. Come on. Okay. Select your mouse, practice Bluetooth, pen, autoplay, USB. Here we go. This thing here. Notify when there are issues containing the USB. There's no issues. Chat now. Powered being a smarter way to search. Stop trying to push me to things I don't want. It's this mouse. I may have to, on start, search device manager. Under mice and under points, select your touchpad. Let's see if I do my touchpad. See, my touchpad is different. I can get right to something. And then if I right click, correct this bar, add a drawing. See, it's not giving me what I want. Left click, not working. It's different. It's giving me like buy and sell and that kind of stuff. If I go in here, and then I do a right click, see, I get that. If I go on the line, I get that. I don't get that with the other one. Okay. Create alert. This could be TOS for all I know, doing this. Okay, we get it. How do I get rid of all this crap in here? This update driver software. Could be the drivers. It could be the mouse drivers. So when that happens, you go to, let's say, you go to Device Manager. Let's see, PC Control Panel. Let's go to Device Manager. Here we go. Open that up. I'm not scared. Other skids. Oh, see, other devices. Let's take this out. Disable. Uninstall device. Uninstall device. You're about to uninstall the device from your system. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. Other devices. Where's my mouse? Mice and other pointing devices. Here we go. Microsoft Wireless. Huh. It's working properly. Let's go to the driver. I can't even get this thing to go up there. Driver. Update driver. Rollback driver. Let's try that. My apps don't work with this device. Precisely version of driver performed better. Previous. It had more features. Previous version. Driver worked better. Let's try it. I got it. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. I can't even get to the yes button. Yes. Okay. It did it. No. Power Magic allows the device to wake the computer. Maybe I'm giving it too much. I can't get this to work, guys. My mouse is getting skittish on me. Let's do a hardware chair. Disable update driver. Scan for hardware changes. Plug and play. Doesn't show anything wrong with my mouse. Just other devices. Look at the move on this. So we missed our chance at the moment for come on, activate. Got the wrong one. Activate. I have no choice. I'm gonna have to reboot my computer and hope there's a change. Ugh, I can't get it to move. Look at this. I can't get it to do anything. Alright, guys. Take a lunch break. I'll be back at 1 o'clock or less. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to reboot up everything and start one more time from scratch. You guys okay with that? You can hear me? Trader Dad, make sure you contact me later if you need help. Okay, I'm going to reboot. Very frustrating. All right, there. So I'm going to stop the stream. Everything's going to come down. All right, so I'm going to stop the stream. Stop. Don't get nervous. I'm going to stop streaming.